1-1 your score as we enter the top of the fourth inning here in Game 2 of this best-of-3 Western Division Final between the number 1 seeded Bourne Braves and the number 3 seeded Hyannis Harbor Hawks. I'm Max Tanzer, joined alongside Calvin Cristoforo. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We got a really tight ball game. While on the box score, it looks like a pitcher's duel. Offenses have been able to piece together a couple of rallies, but just nothing to show for it.
Yeah, and the Braves are really kicking themselves after the third inning. Got the leadoff men on, both of them, in Shaw and Horvath. Shaw caught stealing, Horvath picked off, and then Langenberg got Brito to fly out deeply into center. Had 2 runners on, and Hyannis pitching staff faced the minimum.
First pitch to Evan Slight is a fastball that misses inside for ball 1 at 93 miles an hour. 1-0 the count. Langenberg came in for Tommy O'Rourke, the starter tonight, back in the third inning. O'Rourke had walked back-to-back hitters, and Eric Beatty went to his A-man, the closer. 1-0, slices the outside corner for a strike. 1-1. Shaw walked to lead off the inning, was caught stealing second. Horvath then would walk right after that, the next pitch. He was picked off, and then Brito would fly out to deep center to end the frame. 1-1. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Corona for strike 2. Slight out in front of the breaking ball, down and out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slight grounded out to first to cap things in the top of the first inning. Now 3 for 14 here in the postseason. 1-2 is found straight back. Langenberg tried to climb the ladder with a heater. Slight just got a piece. The count stays at 1-2. Slight picked up a big RBI ground rule double back in the first inning of yesterday's ball game. Out the other way to left field. So the 1-2 is on its way. Upstairs with a heater, County bids up at 2-2. And Slight has cooled off a ton over the last couple of weeks. That double yesterday was his first extra base hit since these Harbor Hawks faced the Braves in that 8-1 Bourne win on July 17th. 2-2 is swung on a grounded hard up the middle. Nishida towards his right, reaches out, can't get it. That's going to roll hard into center field for a base hit. Evan Slight picks up his second knock of the series. And in back-to-back innings now, the Braves have their leadoff batter reach.
Got a fastball with "hit me" written all over it, up in the zone. Slight loves to knock balls around up there. Slapped it right up the middle for a base hit here to lead off the fourth inning. Braves get their leadoff man on for the second straight frame. Unsuccessful in the third, trying to regain the lead now in the fourth.
So Slight at first here with nobody out for Josh Kuroda-Grauer. He stung the ball his last time up on a clothesline, but right to the shortstop and Patelli. First pitch is a heater up and in. 1-0 the count. JKG had seen a steady diet of breaking balls from Langenberg. Both missed at the top of the zone, and then tried to speed him up with a fastball in that same slot. And Kuroda-Grauer was able to stay on top of it, but had nothing to show for it. Righty on right here, tied at 1, top of the fourth, nobody out. 1-0 is a bender that backs up and misses inside. Hitters count for Kuroda-Grauer at 2-0. Kuroda-Grauer steps out of the box, gets his sign from his third base coach. Slight not a threat to run over there. Does have a stolen base in this postseason, but that was in a first and third play previous series. 2-0 is a strike on the outside corner with a bender. 2-1 here on Kuroda-Grauer. This season, Kuroda-Grauer, while it's been a small sample size, has excelled in driving in runs. 6, including the regular season and postseason, in just about 6 games.
And he's really reshaped this Braves lineup. You can throw him in anywhere from 5, 6, and 7, adds length. And the way the Braves lineup is constructed right now, you got threats 1 through 9.
2-1. Bender misses upstairs ball 3. 3-1 the count. And I think he's Ryan Enos 2.0. I mean, very similar in terms of their approach, like to stay on top of the ball, put the ball in play very efficiently. And you said it, adds so much more depth to this starting 9 for the Braves. A good transition to the bottom third of their lineup. 3-1 is swung on and skied on the infield. The first baseman, Sean Ewell, raging into foul ground, will readjust back towards fair territory to make the grab right next to the first base bag for out number 1. So Kuroda-Grauer got a good 3-1 pitch, belt tie, popped it up. 1 down now for Nelson Taylor.
Yeah, especially at 3-1, he's going to be kicking himself missing that pitch, especially with the leadoff runner on here in a tie game in the fourth. Now it's up to Nelson Taylor, fresh off a 30 set of push-ups. Trying to get the Braves cooking again offensively in the fourth.
I was talking to our wonderful beat writer, Mac, Friday before the game. He was telling me about the Nelson Taylor backflip. As Langenberg settles from the first base side, his first pitch. Fastball, a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. And I noticed it after their win against Falmouth in Game 1. He backflipped in center field after the victory. Shades of Gerard Dyson back with the Royals 2014-15.
You skip Ozzie Smith? What's that? What are we doing here?
I like the center field comp right there. Here's the 0-1, swinging a tapper foul straight back.
I've always
0-2.
said, when I think of guys backflipping on a baseball field, I got Gerard Dyson 1, Ozzie Smith 2.
Absolutely. Well, I just wanted the center field comp.
Okay.
And then
That's fair.
And they both did it after wins, after their games. But my favorite part about what Mac was telling me was that Nelly refuses to do it on the road because he doesn't want to disrespect the home team. But you got to respect. You got to love it.
Absolutely.
And Ethan had talked about it on his previous sideline hit. He just brings so much positivity and energy to that first base dugout that the Braves currently sit in as we speak.
And do not cross him on a cornhole game.
0-2. Swinging a foul straight back. Just got a piece of a breaking ball. Count stays at no balls, 2 strikes. I mean, is there anything he can't do? The backflips, sweep a best-of-5 cornhole series. Of course, with the help of Calvin
Best of
Cristoforo.
9.
It was best of 9, that's right.
Swept.
I apologize. Swept it in, 5 games? 4 games, 5 games?
Yeah, 5. 5-0. No one wants to catch us at Lowell Park.
Here's the 0-2. Swinging a hard line drive, smoked right at Nishida. He drops it, now shovels to second for the out. We'll see what the ruling is right here. Initially, it looked like it could have been called on the transfer. Slight stays at first. Taylor ran through the back, so no matter what, the Braves will have 1 runner safe.
And Nishida, I think, botched this opportunity because the Braves would much rather have Nelson Taylor be the runner on first base.
And they are going to say that it wasn't on the transfer, but instead dropped because Nelson Taylor is staying at first base now, so you could call that a 4 to 6 fielder's choice. And as you were mentioning, that is a break for the Braves because now you have good speed over at first, and Slight is retired. And again, this was a rocket right at Nishida, who had to jump about 3-4 feet off the ground. Looked like he caught it cleanly, then dropped it, shoveled to short for the out. What he could have done is thrown to first, get the force at first, then tag Taylor out for a double play. First pitch on the way to Moylan is a fastball taken down low for ball 1. Because, of course, that's not an infield fly there, but that's why the rule was invented, so you couldn't drop it on purpose and catch both runners out there.
And I think that's definitely a mistake by Nishida because he could have gone for the double play, and if not, Slate's the runner, not Taylor.
1-0 to Moylan is taken upstairs for a strike. 1-1. So we'll see if the Braves try to give Taylor the green light over at first base now, push him into scoring position and take advantage of that little break right there. Again, 1-1 tie here in the top of the 4th inning with 2 down. After scoring 1 in the first, the Braves threatened in the second but have been held scoreless since. There goes Taylor. The pitch on the way is tapped off the foot of Moylan, rolls down towards the first base dugout. 1-2 the count. Moylan singled to left his last time up. Got a pitch down away and just slapped it through a vacant left side of the infield. Similar shift in play here for this Harbor Hawks defense with him at the plate right now. Patelli, the shortstop, ranging up the middle, almost behind the second base bag. Jeb, the third baseman, just about straight up. 4 steps behind his pillow. 1-2 the count, 2 down. Here's Langenberg's pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone for strike 3. Langenberg rings up Moylan to punctuate this top half of the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on here for the Braves in the top of the 4th. Bottom half of the frame coming up, 1-1, your score here in Game 2.
Thanks, guys. We're joined here by Coach Turper and Coach Cortica Jug champs. How does it feel?
Oh, man, it feels great. I'm just so proud of these guys behind us. It's all about them, all about our assistant coaches, our administration, our bus drivers, our athletic trainers, all of the Ithaca Bomber community that showed up today. Just proud of everybody.
40,000 plus. Was that the expectation for you, and how did it feel?
We knew the Bombers would show up. We appreciate the Red Dragon fans for showing up as well. 2 great teams going head-to-head in the Bronx. What more could you ask for?
Cortland entered this one 9-0. You guys take them down for the first time this season. How does that feel?
They're an outstanding team. They're going to make a lot of noise in the playoffs. We wish them nothing but the best.
And then what did you see from your offense today, especially in the second half? You told me you guys had to continue to add on, play all 4 quarters. How'd you execute your game plan?
we're a physical bunch. We prefer contact, and we had a lot of fun doing it today.
Absolutely. Once again, the victorious Coach Turper. Go enjoy that celebration. Back to you guys.
Bombers win this one 52-49. They pick up their 12th win in a row as well. We're here with Emily Dorn. And Emily, we knew this was going to be a dogfight between you guys and Skidmore. I mean, what are your main takeaways after you can catch your breath here?
It was just a fun game to play in. The whole team loves competitive games, so that was just fun, and we just pulled through at the end.
And a really gritty weekend. You go back against yesterday, against Union, and tonight as well. Back and forth affairs. Some adversity maybe in terms of the scoreboard for the first time this year, or at least in a little bit. What was your message to your team?
Just stay together and just stay together. And we did a great job doing that, and we stayed calm through every situation, especially towards the end when it got so close.
And you're a senior this year. It was your senior day today. How fitting is it that maybe the tightest game of the year to this point was on that special day?
Yeah, it was awesome. My message to the team before was, I don't care what you guys did to the gym, decorating, whatever, as long as we win, that will make our senior day. So.
Well, your senior day has been made. The Bombers win it 52-49. Once again, Emily Dorn, thank you so much. I'll tell you what I got to say, Jeremy. I mean, you're talking about the sailboats over there. That's been a tradition, I'm sure, in Ithaca for a long time coming. I mean, I remember back in the 30s when I was sailing down there. I also remember in 1933 when these first two teams faced off against each other. It's the second longest rivalry in Ithaca College history. They faced off just over 60 times. Ithaca's won 41 of those, including 3 in a row, and of course, continue to dominate the scene here tonight. So whether you got your sailboat tradition, Ithaca, or Alfred, it's quite a historic day here at Butterfield. I'm in the middle of the beast right now. We got this student section surrounding us. The Bombers, how about this? They've won 13 consecutive semifinal conference games. A big part of it, these guys behind us right here. It's 80s night, they're fired up. And guess what? RPI gonna have to shoot right in front of them now during free throws here in the second half as well. Should be rowdy, should be tight. Guys? Very much, Jeremy. And Jenna, Coach Turper before this game earlier this week said this was going to be the biggest game of the year, and you could feel it already here on the sidelines.
For sure. As this is the biggest game, it's definitely one of the toughest games that Ithaca's had to face all season long. And we've been talking about from the beginning, defense has been so strong this year. But I think what's going to make Ithaca a bit more dominant is not only is their defense good at stopping the ball, they're good at scoring themselves, having 4 defensive touchdowns as well.
And you mentioned the defense. It was a tight one a couple weeks ago for this RPI team against Hobart. They entered that fourth quarter trailing 13-2, were able to come back in the final couple of minutes, and quarterback Jake Kozanowski talked to the media after the game and described it as a dogfight, saying one of the first times it was that they had to come together as a team. And Connor Noyes, a defender, echoed it as well, calling it a family, saying that when the offense isn't stepping up, the defense will. And that is going to be huge for them moving down the stretch here. I mean, it's family night technically here on the South Hill for the Bombers, but RPI is bringing that same energy this evening as well. Guys? It was the number 11 ranked Bombers taking on the number 9 Red Dragons in one of the most highly anticipated Cortaca Jugs ever. Those fans had a lot to cheer about as it was a slugfest fittingly in the Bronx. Let's get things started. First quarter, 10:31 scoreless, and AJ Wingfield looking like he's turning 2 on that Yankee Stadium diamond. Flips it to Jake Williams, who takes it 10 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. 7-0 Bombers. 3:25 left in the first, same score. Zach Boyce pulls a missile out of his back pocket and finds enemy territory. That's J.J. Lapp. Makes the catch for a 7-yard reception, fittingly tying things at 7. Second quarter, 10:14 left. Michael Anderson, look at the longitude on this man. Swiftly moving east, then west, then into the end zone. Touchdown Bombers, 17-7 Ithaca. Second quarter, 5:18 left. Zach Boyce sacked by Michael Rumes right here. Fumble is recovered by Matt DeSimplicis. IC gains possession on the Cortland 42. DeSimplicis not done yet. 11 seconds in the first half. Boyce picked off by DeSimplicis, who takes it back to the Cortland 16. IC would end the first half holding a 10-point lead. Cortland, they're not done yet though. 6:52 left. Alfano St. John runs it into the end zone, making it a one-score game, 20-14 Bombers. Fourth quarter, 9:28, 20-17. Here is the catch. Julian Dumaga takes the pass from AJ Wingfield, looking like Willie Mays on that one. Gives the Bombers a 27-14 advantage. Fourth quarter, 9:19 left, 27-17 Ithaca. Just trying to get this one up in the air, throws it into no man's land. There's Kevin Schock, shocking that Cortland crowd, makes the interception, his second pick in as many weeks. Fourth quarter, 6:39 left. Ithaca still up by 10. Here's the nail in the coffin. Jake Williams takes it 43 yards to the house. No problem. Ithaca takes a 34-17 lead. The Bombers win this one, earning them their 34th win against the Red Dragons in program history, dating back to 1930. Moreover, the victory solidifies a perfect 10-0 regular season for Ithaca, their first since 1986. The Bombers will face UMass Dartmouth in the first round of the NCAA playoffs this Saturday at Butterfield Stadium.